أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم A7411 Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Are you ready to do this opening dua today?
Yes.
Excellent. So we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah and then you can continue.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inna as'aluka ilman nafi'a.
Okay, once more with me. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a.
Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'ah.
And the translation?
Oh Allah, ask me for beneficial knowledge.
Good, excellent. Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge. Ibn Majah, Hadith 925. Well done. Jazakumullah, thank you for your help. Okay, so we are going to, let me show you today's contents page, what we're going to be doing in today's lesson. We will begin with a presentation, Mustahab Responses during Tilawat-e-Quran, which you'll understand shortly. And then we will be going on to continuing with Surah Al-Ghashiyah, overwhelming, and we'll have your recitations, and inshallah we will listen to you and we'll make sure that everybody is reciting correctly. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to begin with today's presentation. Here we go. Okay, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Mustahab, which means preferred, Mustahab responses during the Tilawat-e-Quran. So a few weeks ago, we went through a presentation about prostration, that's sajda, during Tilawat. And it was explained that sometimes the topic being discussed in the Quran makes one feel like prostrating or going into sajda and praising Allah. And we also discussed that it was the sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his companions to offer sajda at certain places during recitation or listening to the recitation of the Holy Quran. At the time, we were studying Surah Al-Alaq. So it was necessary to explain this information to you as sajda tilawat comes at the end of this surah, as indicated by the arrow. In the same way, at times, the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his companions, may Allah be pleased with them, used to express their inner feelings on reading or listening to certain verses of the Holy Quran in actual words of prayer, according to whatever subject matter was there. This practice is still continued today by readers of the Holy Quran who follow the Sunnah, that means the practical example of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So, a common response to Quranic prayers recited in the Holy Quran is Ameen. And I'm sure you all know this, and I'm sure you've heard it before. So, for example, it is said after the last verse of Surah Al-Fatiha, okay, whether we're reading the Quran or during Salat, namaz. The full phrase is Ameen Allahumma Ameen, which means, O Allah, accept our prayers. There are also other places where specific responses are necessary. For example, after the name of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which occurs but 4 times in the Holy Quran. So, the Prophet Muhammad, Muhammadur Rasulullah, okay, we reply or respond with Sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which means peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Okay, so whenever we recite the name of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we must say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. And in fact, if any verse mentions God's messengers and prophets, we should give the response of peace be upon the messengers. And there are other responses too. For example, if a verse mentions God's forgiveness, we should reply, well, if it mentions God's forgiveness, we should reply with Allahumma ghfir lana, which is number 4 in front of you, which means, oh Allah, forgive us. Okay. In the same way, if a verse mentions Allah's infinite knowledge, we should reply with Rabbi zidni ilma, which is a prayer you all know because we recite it at the beginning of our Quran class once a week at least. Okay, which means, oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. Okay, and there are others as well, which you can see in front of you. There are also specific responses which are given for specific verses in the Holy Quran. Some of them are in the list in front of you. For example, in Surah At-Tin, okay, which is chapter 95, which we covered earlier in the course, the last verse, after the last verse, which is A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. Is not Allah the best of judges? We should respond with Bala wa ana ala dhalika minash shahidin, which means yes, and I am among the witnesses to that. Okay. Again, Surah An-NASR. Again, we covered this earlier in the course. It's chapter 105. Okay. In the last verse of Surah An-NASR, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Fasabbih bihamdi rabbika wastaghfir, innahu kana tawwaba. Glorify thy Lord with his praise and seek forgiveness of him. Surely he is oft returning with compassion. We should respond with Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika Allahumma ghfirli, which means, holy are you, O Allah, with your praise. O Allah, forgive me. So, there are 2 more surahs which we will now be studying this week and next week with specific responses again. One is in Surah Al-A'la, which is chapter 87, and one is in Surah Al-Ghashiyah, which is chapter 88 of the Holy Quran. And both of these surahs are quite important or significant because they are both recited in the Jummah prayers and Eid prayers by our beloved Huzur. May Allah be his helping hand. So, Surah Al-A'la, which as I said is chapter 87, the Holy Prophet ﷺ used to recite this surah in the first rakat of the Eid prayer and the first rakat of the Friday prayer, the Jummah prayer, as well as the first rakat of the Witr prayer. It's reported in Hadith, in Musnad Ahmad, that the Holy Prophet ﷺ was very fond of this surah. He really liked this surah a lot. And so in accordance with the Sunnah, the practice of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, our beloved Huzur, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih V, may Allah strengthen his hand, recites this surah in the first rakat of the Eid and Friday, that means Jummah prayers. Okay? According to Hazrat Muslim Maud, in the second verse, we've been commanded to glorify the name of God. It says, glorify the name of the Lord Most High. And who is the best way, or what is the best way for us to do this? The Holy Prophet ﷺ has told us that the best way to do this, or we can learn from him that the best way to do this is to say the following words. So, in the Arabic, after we hear these words, that's the second verse of Surah Al-A'la, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Sabbih ismi rabbikal a'la. Glorify the name of thy Lord, the Most High. after we hear this, we should respond with Subhana Rabbiyal Ala, which means, holy is my Lord, the Most High. The Holy Prophet ﷺ used to recite Surah Al-Ghashiyah during the second rakat of the Eid and Friday Jummah prayer. And after reciting the last verse of this surah, that's the verse 27 of this surah, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Thumma inna alayna hisabahum, then surely it is for us to call them to account. He would respond with Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira, which means, O Allah, bring me to account with leniency. In the 5-volume English commentary of the Holy Quran, it explains that Surah Al-Ghashiyah and Surah Al-Ala have a subject matter that deals with the collective life of the Muslim community at the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and also in the latter days when the promised Messiah ﷺ was to appear. This is why the Holy Prophet ﷺ generally used to recite these chapters in Jummah and Eid prayers when the Muslim community was gathered together to pray. Therefore, it's our responsibility to learn these and other responses to specific verses within the Holy Quran in order to follow the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and to show that we are grateful to Allah for blessing us with the Holy Quran, which is a guidance for all of us for all times. In order to find the responses in detail, you can look in the book, the hard copy of Tashilul-Qur'an, on pages 203 and 204. And that will give you the full list, which I will also show you later in today's lesson, how you can download that from the NQC website. Also, a lovely, beautiful book, which yourselves or your parents can download as well, is the book which is on the right, which is The Guiding Light. Now, this is a really good book to get hold of, as it gives details of all the surahs that our beloved Huzur, may Allah be his helper, recites in the congregational prayers every day. That's every day, Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Throughout the week, those surahs are written in this book. So, I hope everybody's been listening carefully, because we all know that now it is question time. Please put your hands up once you have seen the questions and if you can answer them. Okay, so if Discipline in Charge can get ready, I'm going to start the questions now. Number 1, so what is the response recited after many prayers, including Surah Al-Fatiha, in the Holy Quran?
N8368.
N8368. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. So do you know what the prayer is? Or the response that's recited after the prayer?
Is it Ameen?
Let's check.
Allahumma Ameen.
Excellent. Well done. Allahumma Ameen or Ameen. Well done. Very good. Jazakumullah N8368. Well done. Okay, next question. What is the response recited after reading the name of the Holy Prophet ﷺ in the Holy Quran?
A7383.
A7383. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So do you know the answer to this question?
Yes.
Off you go.
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which means peace of blessings of Allah be upon him.
Excellent. Well done. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Well done. Excellent. Good. So, Jazakumullah. Thank you for your response. Next question. What should we respond with if a verse mentions God's forgiveness?
N8380.
N8380. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Do you know the answer to this question?
No.
Do you want to have a guess? If there's a verse which mentions God's forgiveness, what would be a good way to respond to that? Okay, it's okay. It's, oh, Allah forgive us. So we're asking Allah to forgive us if we read a verse which mentions forgiveness. Okay, Jazakumullah, thank you for trying. Okay, another student, please.
A7394.
394, excellent. What should we respond if a verse mentions God's infinite knowledge? If there's a verse which is speaking about God's infinite knowledge, what is a good response for us to give? A7394?
I'm guessing their mic is not working.
Okay.
So we'll go to the next person. A7398.
A7398. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Should we try somebody else?
Yeah. Let's try.
Oh, I can hear somebody.
Oh, can you?
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Is that A7398?
Yes,
Excellent. Okay. Do you know the answer to this question? What should we respond if a verse mentions God's infinite knowledge?
I think.
Not sure?
Rabbi Zidni.
Good. Rabbi Zidni ilma. Well done. Oh, Allah, increase me in knowledge. Well done. Excellent. Very good. Jazakumullah, thank you for your help. Okay. So next question. How many surahs which are covered in our course, so I've just spoken about the surahs which are covered in our course, have specific responses? Next student. You have another student, please? Discipline in charge? Discipline in charge, can we have another student, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. G. What's your number?
A7398. I'm still
Oh, you're still unmuted. Okay, 1 second. I think we've had a technical issue. Just a second. Okay. Discipline in charge, you back in now? Let me have in charge here. Assalamu alaikum, G2 in charge? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yeah, I was just about to say that she's lost access. So if you can just carry on choosing students at random.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, Allah Hafiz. Okay, can we have let's see. And please lower your hands if you've already had a go. Okay, so we'll have N8408. Just a second. N8408. Assalamu alaikum, N8408. Assalamu alaikum, N8408. Can you hear me? N8408. Can you hear me? Okay. We have N8390.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is this N8390?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you know the answer to the next question? How many surahs which are covered in our course have specific responses?
I think 1.
Okay, let's check your answer. It's 4. We just spoke about them just now. Surah Al-Tin, Surah Al-Tin, Surah An-NASR, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Surah Al-A'la. Okay, thank you for your effort. Thank you for trying. Okay. If we can now have N8406.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Next question. I haven't moved it over. Sorry. What are the names of these surahs? I just repeated that again. So Do you know the answer to this question? The 4 surahs in which...
Surah Al-Fil, Surah Al-NASR, and sorry, I drifted off there.
Okay, Surah Al-A'la, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Surah At-Tin, and Surah An-NASR. Those are the 4 surahs which we cover in our course, which have specific responses. Okay?
Thank you.
Right. Jazakumullah. Okay. Mute. Right. If we can have next question, which is, when is Surah Al-A'la usually recited? When is it usually recited? We're going to have A7400. Just a second. A7400.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you tell me the answer to this question? When is Surah Al-A'la usually recited?
Eid, prayer, and Jummah.
Which rakat?
First.
Let's have a check. First rakat of Jummah and Eid prayers. Excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah. A7400. Well done. And please, if you've already answered a question, please do put your hands down so everybody else gets a chance as well. Next question. When is Surah Al-Ghashiyah usually recited? Surah Al-Ghashiyah. So let's have A7396. A7396. Everything's moving around. Just a second. A7396 has disappeared. A7411. A7411. Assalamu alaikum, A7411.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Do you know the answer to this question? When is Surah Al-Ghashiyah usually recited?
On Jummah, the second rakat.
Let's check your answer. Excellent, well done. Second rakat of Jummah and Eid prayers. Well done. And our Jazakumullah, thank you for your help. And our final
Thank you,
question, Hafiz. Final question, why are these 2 specific surahs recited? What is the reason? Why are these 2 specific surahs recited? Let's find somebody now. 74. N8374. Just a second. All the hands are moving around, which is why it's difficult to get hold of one of you. N8374.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you answer this last question? Why are these 2 specific surahs recited?
Yes. Is it because it was Holy Prophet ﷺ's favorites?
That he was very fond of them, but it wasn't so much that it was his favorites, but he did used to recite them, which means it was a sunnah, a practice of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So good effort. You remembered it was something to do with the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So a very good try. Excellent. Jazakumullah everybody for all of your help and for all of your effort in trying to answer the questions. That is the end of today's presentation. I hope you try to remember what we have said today. We will be going over these responses again during the class for Surah Al-Ghashiyah, which is the surah which you started yesterday. So we'll be looking at that response. And we should all make an effort to try and learn these responses, because it's very important when we're hearing these verses that we know what the correct response is. Okay, so I think that our discipline in charge, I think that she's not available at the moment. So I will just continue to choose. Right. So if we can all make sure our hands are down, and then we can continue with today's lesson. Okay. So yesterday's lesson, you began looking at Surah Al-Ghashiyah, and we're going to continue with Surah Al-Ghashiyah today. We're going to continue from where you left off yesterday. So yesterday's lesson, you finished at end of verse 15, and we will start today at the next verse. Okay, we'll start with Tawud, Tasmiyah. Please, everybody, we're going to be listening to you. I want everybody at home to listen carefully. Please listen to feedback carefully, guidance carefully, and you have to be mindful of all the previous rules which we've looked at, so that you make sure that your recitation is you make sure that your recitation is appropriate, and you make sure that you try your hardest to follow the correct rules of recitation. Okay, we'll start with Dawud and then we'll move straight into the surah. So let's have a student. Second. Okay, we will begin with A7361. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you today, A7361?
Good.
Excellent, good. So we're going to start with Dawood. We're going to move straight on into the surah, and then inshallah you will recite, and I will just guide you when you need to be guided. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, off you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ونمارقكم
Very good effort. Excellent. Very good effort. I could hear you were trying to make all the sounds, all the correct sounds, trying to make sure that everything was said properly. Okay. So just once more. Have a go once more, please. Very nice. وَنَمَارِقُ مَصْفُوفَةً. And I could hear that you were saying the ha at the end, which was really, really good as well. Excellent. Just a second. Just a technical issue. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Carry on. Okay, very good effort again. Let's go through this once more. Waza.
Waza.
And remember, this is a ra with a fatha. Okay, so how are we going to say this?
Ra.
Ra, good. Make sure it's a thick sound. So it's not ra, it's ra. And for how many seconds are we going to say this?
2.
Excellent, good. So once more. Well done, excellent. Really nice qalqala there. I could hear that you were really trying to make sure that you did the qalqala sound there. وَزَرَابِيُّ مَبْثُوثَةٌ. Once more. Very nice, much, much better. Excellent, well done. Carry on.
أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت. Very good. It's quite a long verse. You tried to do it all in one breath. That was really, really good. I'm going to go through it once more. Okay. You made sure that your elongation was 2 seconds here. That was 2 seconds as well. That was good. I think that was right. So the one thing you do need to make sure is this is your thick letter. This is also your thick letter. Okay. Qat. So your mouth should be round. Qat, not kat. That would be with a kaf. Qat with a qaf. Okay, so make sure you do your thick sound there. So once more, have another go. أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت.
Okay, we don't want to elongate this. You said it the first time you did it, you didn't elongate. You said khuliqat, which was better. So make sure you don't elongate. This is just 1 second. And again, kaifa,
You don't need to elongate that very long as well. And here, lal. Lal is short, okay? Lal. So you don't want to hold on that sound. Ilal ibili kayfa khuliqat. Okay, once more from here.
أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت.
Very good. Much better. Excellent. You can see that you're really trying to make sure you say all the sounds. You're trying to really focus on the length of each letter, which is really good, and trying to make sure you've got your thick letters there, which is really good as well. Well done. Excellent. Let's do one more verse.
وإلى السماء كيف رفعت.
Okay. How would you pronounce this letter?
Ru.
Ru. Well done. Rufi'at. Yeah? Once more.
وإلى السماء كيف رفعت.
Very good. You're really making such good progress. You really tried to make sure each letter was said clearly. You tried to make sure that all of your elongation was appropriate. You made sure that we could hear this ha sound at the end here and here, which was really good as well. Well done. Keep practicing. The more you practice, the more you will become fluent in everything. But the fact that you're saying every letter very carefully shows that you're really making an effort to make all the correct sounds in your recitation. So that's really good. So just keep practicing, making sure that you're doing all your elongation where you need to, your thick letters, making sure you're focusing on those where you need to as well. Your qalqala was really good. So that I heard that, which is a really good thing. Okay, so just make sure you keep practicing, and that will help your flow even better. Okay, Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help. A7361. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, excellent. So I think discipline in charge is back in the classroom.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
I'm still unmuted.
Okay, I'll mute you. Jazakumullah, thank you for that. Discipline in charge, are you back in the classroom? No, I don't think she is, so I'll choose another student now. Can we have N8409? Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. You?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to start with Dawood and then Tasmiyah, and then you're going to continue from here. Okay? Excellent. Good.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت.
Good effort. Well done. Let's do it once more.
وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت. نصبت.
Very good. Really good swad there, that you're making sure you're making your thick sound there. That's really good. وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ. You did a really lovely elongation here for 2 seconds. That was really good. Kaifa was very nice. All of your sounds are very clear, and that makes recitation sound beautiful. So very good. Well done. Carry on.
وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ.
Once more.
وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ.
Sutihat.
سُطِحَتْ.
Very good. So remember, it's not so, it's su. Okay? With the dhamma. Su. وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ. Okay, once more.
وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ.
Very nice. And again, you really made an effort to make sure that your thick sound was a thick sound. That's really good. And it's really good to hear you making that effort. Well done. Carry on.
وَدَقَّتْ إنما أنت مذكر.
Right, okay, good effort. Let's start again from here.
فذكر إنما أنت مذكر.
Right, much better. You're better that time. The second time around, you did it really well. You held on that nun gunna, so that was really good. You tried to do this for the 3 seconds. That was really good. And you made light nasal sound here as well. Right, mudhakkir.
مذكر.
Good. This is a fatha, okay, and we're joining it to the kaf. And remember, this is a thin letter, kaf. It's not a thick letter, qaf, right? Mudhakkir.
مذكر.
Yes, so you can smile when you say each of these letters because they're all thin. Mudhakkir.
مذكر.
Good, well done. Let's start again from here.
فذكر إنما أنت مذكر.
Good. Anta mudhakkir.
أنت مذكر.
Brilliant, very nice, very nice. So just make sure that you keep an eye on which stroke is there to make sure you're joining correctly. Very good. Carry on.
لست عليهم بمسيطر.
Very good. Now, some people here do get a bit confused because actually there's this tiny little scene on top of the sword here. Okay, miniature scene. And this is one of 4 places in the Quran where we'll see a little scene on top of the sword. In this instance, or in this circumstance, we need to pronounce the sword, not the scene, which you did. So we had a thick sound there, so that was really good. So it's bimusaytir, and you did that. So that's really, really good. Well done. So for everybody else as well, just make sure you've got a miniature scene here, but you're not pronouncing the scene, you're pronouncing the sword. Okay? So once more on this verse.
لست عليهم بمسيطر.
Very good, very nice. I'm really liking the way that you're doing your thick letters. You're really making an effort. And, oh, you know, you've got a bit of a cough today, but you're still making such an effort, alhamdulillah. Please keep focusing on your thick letters. Your sounds are really good. You did a light nasal sound here, which was really good, and it's often forgotten. So we do need to make sure you make that nasal sound. You held on your nun guna. You made sure you tried to elongate this for the 3 seconds. So that was really good as well. Just keep practicing. That will improve your flow. You're pronouncing each letter very carefully, which is good. There are a couple of points you need to make sure, just that you make sure that you look at the stroke very carefully. So for example, su here because of the dhamma, and the here because of the fatha. Okay, so just make sure you look at all the individual strokes very, very carefully. Okay, Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so if we just mute you. Okay, if we can have now A7410. A7410. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. A7410.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start, just a second, we're going to start from here. From here. Okay, so we'll start with Dawood, Tasmiyah, and then you'll begin reciting from here. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, off you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إلا من تولى وكفر.
Good, well done, excellent. Once more.
إلا من تولى وكفر.
Very nice. You made sure you pushed down on the shadda here and here. You made sure you kept those soft, thin sounds rather than thick sounds, which is really good as well. You had a lovely nasal sound here as well, so that was really good. And you did a correct waqf at the end. So that was really good as well. Well done. Excellent. Carry on.
فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر.
Very nice again, mashallah. Well done. So can you tell me, please, what's this letter?
Zal.
Right. When we say this letter, which is dhal, we don't want to make a z sound, not a buzzing sound. There shouldn't be a z sound in there. Okay. Can you say the word these?
These.
Or those?
Those.
Right. So you see how you say that sort of th sound? So you need to put your tongue underneath the top front teeth and make the sound dhal.
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 Good. And you need to be very careful, and this goes for all students because we've noticed this a lot. This dhal is important because we need to differentiate this sound. This is a different sound from this sound, which is za. What's this sound?
Za.
Za. This is dhal. Dhal. So here, for example, with a za with a fatha, it's just za. Here, a dhal with a fatha, it would be dha. Can you hear the difference?
Yes.
Za,
Za.
dha.
The.
Right. So with this letter, you need to make sure that you're not making a buzzing sound there. Okay, so let's try this once more, this verse.
فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر.
Much better. Excellent. Very, very nice. Well done. Let's carry on.
إنا إلينا إيابهم.
Very good. Lovely elongation here. Very nice. You held on your nun guna there, which was really good as well. You made sure you held on that sound, which is really important. Once more this verse.
إنا إلينا إيابهم.
Very good. Carry on.
ثم إن علينا حسابهم.
Very good. Well done again. You held on your mim gunna and you held on your nun gunna. You made sure that this was elongated and you made sure that this was elongated. Well done. Excellent. Once more this verse.
ثم إن علينا حسابهم.
Very good. Excellent. Now remember, this is Surah Al-Ghashiyah. And we just had a presentation today which said that after we recite this last verse of Surah Al-Ghashiyah, we also have to recite a response. Okay, and this is the response. So could you recite this for us, please?
اللهم حاسبنا حسابا يسيرا.
Good. Oh, and everybody at home, please recite as well. Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. Once more.
اللهم حاسبنا حسابا يسيرا.
Very good. Excellent. And we do need to try and learn these responses, okay, so that whenever we are listening to the recitation or reading these verses, we know what to say. Okay, excellent. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much, A7410. It was lovely recitation. Well done. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, just mute you. Good, excellent. Very nice recitation, everybody that's recited so far. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the beginning of Surah Al-Ghashiyah. Okay, and we're going to have some more students. So let us have, please, the student. N8401. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So we're going to start with Dawood, Tasmiyah here, and we're going to start at the beginning, okay? Off you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
Okay. Do you
بسم
remember what this letter
الله
is? Just a second, Jen. Can you tell me what this letter is? Dhal. Good. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ. Okay, once more. Can you hear me? N8401, can you hear me? Hello, N8401. Okay, I think.
أعوذ بالله.
Can you hear me, N8401? Yes,
Hello?
I can hear you now. Yep, carry on. N8401, can you hear me? Can you hear me, N8401?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yes, okay, off you go.
Yeah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل أتاك حديث الغاشية.
Okay, good, well done. Once more.
هل أتاك حديث الغاشية.
Okay, so this letter here, okay, you elongated it properly, but it's a thick sound. Ra. It's not ra, it's ra. So you have to make your mouth round. So, هل أتاك حديث الغاشية. Once more.
هل أتاك
Your sound is cutting out, N8401.
حديث الغاشية.
Okay, once more from the beginning because I couldn't hear you. Your sound was cutting out. Once more. Okay, we'll try to call you back if we can, but we can't hear you at the moment. Okay, so we can have please N8387.
Assalamualaikum.
N8387. Wa alaikum assalam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So we're going to do the same. We're going to start with Dawood and we're going to carry on with Rashia, the first verse. Okay?
Okay.
Off you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل أتاك حديث الغاشية.
Well done. Excellent. Nice thick sound there, which was really good. Once more.
هل أتاك حديث الغاشية.
Very good. And we can hear that you've put schoon on the ha there. And you've changed ta marbuta into a ha. That's really good. Well done. Carry on.
وجوه يومئذ خاشعة.
Okay, once more.
وجوه يومئذ خاشعة.
Good. وجوه يومئذ غاشية.
وجوه يومئذ خاشعة.
Good. So you need to make sure we have that nasal sound here. Okay. Okay. Then again, light nasal sound here as well before the kha. Okay. Oh, no, you don't need the nasal sound there. Sorry. Okay. Ma'izin khashi'ah. Okay, you don't need the nasal sound here. You need it here. Okay, once more.
وجوه يومئذ خاشعة.
Good. Excellent. First time round when you did the kha, you made that thick sound. The second time round it sounded a bit thinner. So make sure again your mouth is nice and round. Once more.
وجوه يومئذ خاشعة.
Much better. Excellent. So the kha sound needs to be thick. Carry on.
عاملة ناصبة.
Okay, hold this for 2 seconds. So nun guna. Once more.
عاملة ناصبة.
Good. And remember the sad is a thick sound. So it's sui. Okay, not si, sui. Your mouth should be round. Once more.
عاملة ناصبة.
Much better. Excellent. Well done. Carry on.
تصلى نارا حامية.
Okay. How long are we going to say this one for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Excellent, because it's alif mada. Okay, once more.
تصلى نارا حامية.
Good, well done. Tasla naran hamiyah. Well done, excellent. Once more.
تصلى نارا حامية.
Okay, so make sure that you just keep this for 2 seconds. Naran
نارا
hamiyah.
نارا حامية.
Very good, well done. Carry on.
تسقى من عين آنية.
Okay, again, how will you pronounce this sound?
It's a thick sound.
Excellent. Once more.
Back of your throat.
Very good. And for 2 seconds. Once more. Do this verse again.
تسقى من عين آنية.
Excellent. Much better. So you knew the sound. Sometimes when we were going in flow, we missed the sounds, but you knew the sound. You knew how to correct it. So that was really good. Lovely recitation. Lovely, beautiful melody as well. Really good. Just make sure that you focus on your elongated sounds. Okay, and where you need to make your nasal sounds as well. Thick and thin sounds as well. So make sure that you focus on those sounds and make sure that they're coming out of your mouth properly. Okay, Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz. Okay, good, well done. So let me just mute you there. Okay, right. So we're going to end the lesson there, inshallah. Let me just go over your homework that you need to do today. So the homework for today, again, what we looked at our responses, and we looked at al-ghashiyah, and you applied all the rules of the recitation, and you need to remember that there is a response at the end of verse 27, and we want you to learn that, please. So if you have the hard copy of the Tashilul-Qur'an, that is on pages, which I mentioned earlier, 203 and 204 has all the responses, but 203 has the specific response. If you don't have the hard copy, you can actually download this from the website. So if you go to the website, so let's show you how to, so it's just a second, nqc.org.uk. You go onto the website like this, right? Here you have this section which says downloads, right? Let me make this bigger so you can see it properly. You have this section which says download. So you go on to downloads, so give it a second to load, and then you'll go down the page slightly, and you will see here it says responses in reflective tilawat, Urdu and English. You go onto the download, you click on that, and you will have the 2 PDFs which I showed you at the end of the lesson when we did our response. So there is this PDF here which has the response for Surah Al-Ghashiyah here, okay? It has other responses as well, which we looked at today slightly, and we will look at in more detail. It has page 1 and page 2, so it's got the other responses which I mentioned as well, which is not specific responses but the general responses, right? You will then go to this little button here, which is download, And you can download this, so that will download both of the pages. Okay, and then you will have that, and then you can remember that and memorize that. Right, so please try to do that so that you have all of that information available at home. Okay, in case you're also reading yesterday's homework, please work on ensuring that you get the correct sound of Ain at the end of verses 7 and 8. And remember the timing of the Waqf on the consonant letter when preceded by a mud letter. Okay, remember, please, practice is vital for improvement. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Your timing and your pronunciation are extremely important, so please make sure you focus on those. That's the thick sounds, remember, and the mud letters as well that we focused on today. Okay, good. So we're going to end today's lesson with our final prayer. So if we could please have student, okay, get a student. Let's have, just a second, sorry, discipline in charge is not in class today, which is why it's taking a little bit longer. A7412. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you, A7412?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. So we're going to do the final ending prayer. Are you ready to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then you can continue.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم ارحمني
Hello? Okay, the sound is cutting out there, so let me just recite the prayer once as well. Oh, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة. Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance and the mercy. Jazakumullah everybody, and inshallah we will see you all again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.